Wait for a few people to get up in here. There's one thumbs up. Who's up in here? What's up, man? What up, Slay? What's up, man? Yes, sir. Celebrating this Patriot draft. Belichick has picked well so far. What's up, buddy? What's up? We doing a little celebrating this this draft for the Pats. They picked really well. What's up, man? Not much. I'm hanging out by the waterfront. I'll check here, guys. Check this view. Check this view. That's what we're looking at. Got the ocean in the background, right in front of me. Got me my cigar. And what a draft the Patriots have had so far, man. What a draft. They talk about going out and addressing some needs that they desperately needed. Belichick has picked very well so far. I like all the picks. I like all of them. We got our quarterback. We got the quarterback of the future in Jones. Smart kid. Smart kid. Is it very easily going to be what's up, wrestle that shark. Hey man, they'll be coming back in about a month. The great whites will be here in about a month. They'll be back. They'll be back. Yeah, I do. The Patriots draft this year has been was very good. Or so far very good. I think they got a couple more to go. What's up, Little H? I like the Stevenson pick a lot. I like him a lot. Big, powerful, physical running back. I think him and Damian Harris are gonna go really well together. Yeah, Harris and Stevenson are gonna be a force for us this year. I think they're gonna be a force. The Patriot running game is gonna be stupid good this year. Stupid good. And that's going to take a lot of pressure off of Cam Newton too. Being able to run that football with those running backs like James, and then you toss James White in there in the pass game as well. So being able to do what they do with those running backs is going to help. I think that's going to help Newton a lot. And speaking of that, picking Mac Jones, I think oh boy, Cam Newton's leash is very short. If he don't perform this year, I think he's toast. I think they're gonna have, and if Mac Jones has a good camp and they think he's ready, I think they're gonna, I think they'll plug and play him and see how he does. So here's the thing, right? Mac Jones lacks a lot of he's not as athletically gifted as the other guys, but the football smarts I think is definitely higher. I think the football smarts is definitely higher. I think he has a higher football IQ than the other guys. So and I think he's a perfect fit for that Brady-esque style offense. You know, smart with the football, accurate, not going to really hurt you by making stupid decisions. I think the ability to read a defense is there. I think that's what Cam struggled with last year. One of the things that Cam struggled with was the ability to read a defense, and I think Jones can do that better than him. And it's going to be interesting. I like I said, I think Cam Newton's leash is going to be very short this year. I think if Newton is not performing, then they're gonna, and Mac Jones, and if they they believe in enough in Mac Jones to put him out there, then you'll absolutely see him out there. Like, no questions asked. I absolutely believe that. One of that Stevenson pick though was great. I thought that was the Stevenson pick, and then the Christian Barmore. Barmore is going to be a force on the inside. He's going to be an absolute force. That dude's a beast. I saw that, Valhalla. I saw you guys picked up Kellen Mond. I think that's a sneaky good pick for you guys. I think that Kellen Mond pick is a sneaky good pick for the Vikings. Mond is, I don't think Mond's getting a lot of getting the attention that he deserves. He was pretty good. I think that was a sneaky good pick for the Vikings there. But this draft, the Patriots went out this draft and they addressed a lot of needs, man. They addressed a lot of needs, and they did it in a hurry too. Like it was what's up, Ryan? They went out and they addressed a lot of needs this year. I thought the draft this year for them was very, very good. Yeah, they're trying to surround Cousins with some help, man. Trying to surround Cousins with some help. And if memory serves me correct, didn't you guys pick an O-line too? I thought I saw the Vikings pick an offensive lineman too. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought they picked an O-line too, an offensive lineman too. What's up, Jose? What's up, buddy? But yeah, I thought so. Yeah. So they've picked pretty well too, man. Leedy, you guys got Najee Harris though. That was Harris for you guys is going to absolutely help Big Ben too. I mean, a good running game is a quarterback's best friend, you know? A good running game is a quarterback's best friend. Leedy, y'all need offensive line though. The Steelers got to they got to go O-line. They need to rebuild that O-line. The Najee Harris was a great pick, but they gotta go O-line. But this I tell you guys, with the picks that the Pats have made this year, with the picks the Patriots have made this year, I got a good feeling that they're going to be running a lot of smash mouth football. This is going to be a run first offense. And until teams can prove that they can stop the run, I think that this offense that the Pats have is going to be a smash mouth style run first and basically just run until they stop you. I think everybody is under I don't want to say. We don't need our wide receivers to be perfect this year, because the Jonnu Smith and Hunter Henry, those two tight ends, I think you're going to see, and James White, and then you add in Jacoby Myers. I think the slot guys and the tight ends are going to see the majority of the targets. So the wide receivers don't need to be spectacular this year. They don't need to be spectacular, because I think we're going to be a run first and then a short game kind of offense. It's going to be those tight ends and the slot receiver. A lot of Hunter Henry, Jonnu Smith, and Jacoby Myers, and then you add in the run game. I don't think they're going to be taking the top off of defenses this year. The Patriots are. I don't think they're that kind of a team. I think it's just going to be one of those. You're going to see a very Brady-esque style offense. It's going to be slow, methodically going down the field, clock management. I think a lot of the Pats games are going to be 2010, 27-17 type games. I think those are the games that you're going to see, and they're going to win on defense. They're going to go through this year, and they're going to try and win on D and just score whatever points they can. But that's how I think the Pats are going to run it this year. That's how I think they're going to run it this year. I don't think they're looking for the wide receivers to be spectacular and and be like these all-pro kind of guys. Like they're not going to need it with the way the team's built right now. They're just not going to need, they're not going to need all-pro wide receivers. They're just going to need good slot guys. And like I said, I think the tight ends are going to see the majority of the. I think the tight ends are going to see the majority of the action of the passes and the run and James White, and then you add in like I think like the Damian Harris and Stevenson duo is going to be really good. I think they're going to be really, really good. Those are two guys who just aren't afraid to lower the shoulder and lower the boom and just run through people. And they're going to, I think, and the offensive line, every single one of our offensive linemen is 300 pounds or heavier. And our two tackles are over 330. So it's stopping the run for defensive lines this year that the Pats play that's going to be a tall order. You're running in front of some very, very good offensive linemen. So I think the Patriots run game could be one of the best in the league this year coming up. I really do. I think the Pats run game could absolutely be one of the best in the league. But I think that's going to be their game plan. They're gonna win on D. They're going to win a lot of games 27-17, 20-10, 30-20, 30-17. They're going to win a lot of games like that. Odin, he is a freight train, dude. Him and Damian Harris are going to be a phenomenal duo. They're going to be phenomenal. They're going to be a lot of fun to watch. They are going to be a lot of fun to watch. I think the Patriots are going to be very entertaining this year. I know they've spent a ton of money. They've spent a lot of money this year. I forget, like it's a lot, man. I look forward to seeing them play, though. I look forward to seeing them play. I think the Patriots season this year is going to be an entertaining one. I think we're going to see an old school style play. Like I said, I think they're going to go old school. They're going to go smash mouth, run first. I think you're going to see a lot of counter plays, a lot of stretch block plays, a lot of bubble screens to like Myers, and getting the linemen out in space. I think you're going to see an offense very similar to that. It's going to be I think it's going to be a short game. I think we're talking 20 yards and in, 15 to 20 yards and in, maybe 25 at the most. But they're just gonna try and I think they're gonna try and just chunk little 8 to 18 yard chunks down the field. Just work their way down the field that way. Oh yeah, Odin, it's old school football, dude. It's old school football. A massive offensive line, like you said, a massive offensive line, 2 running backs. I think so, Kevin. I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back. I think he'll be back. I think he'll definitely be back. Like I said, the Patriots defense is in line to be stupid good. It's in line to be stupid good. Barmore is going to freaking eat this year. You watch. Barmore is going to friggin' eat this year. That dude is going to be phenomenal in the middle for the Patriots. What's up, Colin? What's up, buddy? Yeah, you watch. That dude is going to be phenomenal in the middle for them. He's going to have a great year. But the Pats have drafted well, man. They have drafted really, really good. It's definitely going to be stout, Odin. It's definitely going to be stout. They're going to be tough to beat. They're going to be tough to run on. That's for sure. And the infusion of youth is nice to see. I don't know what the Cowboys are doing, Karam. So the Patriots drafted a defensive tackle again. So looking for that D-line depth, that interior line. So they're looking to clog that middle up, man. They're looking to clog the middle up. Offense. Oh, offense. Maybe O-line depth. There you go. Offensive line depth. Offensive line. All right, cool. Tackle, offensive tackle. Nothing wrong with adding depth to the offensive line. Nothing wrong with that. Valhalla, how do you like your Minnesota draft so far? I didn't really get to pay attention too much to anything outside the Patriots, but how have you liked your draft so far? And I know Leedy's a Steeler fan. Leedy, I know you like the Leedy, I know you like the Najee Harris pick. There you go. Yeah, there's nothing. O-line depth is always good. It's always good to just have that just in case. You know, you have those guys just in case, the depth guys, to step in for a few games here or there in case you get an injury. But the Patriots hit it out of the park this year. They've picked really well. There you go, Valhalla. Nice, nice. Yeah, Elijah Moore would have been really good on the Patriots. That would have been really good. So you're looking at that he's Revis's cousin. Interesting. Yeah, I'm telling you, Valhalla, I like Kellen Mond. I like what he did down there at A&M. He didn't with what he had to work with down there at A&M, and what he did down there. I like how he elevated those guys. He's one of those guys that can elevate players around him, and that's for you guys. I think that is an underestimatedly good pick. I think that Kellen Mond pick was really, really good. And maybe he'll push Cousins too this year to be better, you know? Yeah, maybe he'll push Cousins this year too, Valhalla. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll motivate Cousins too to play it, you know, to bump his level of play up too, that wouldn't hurt you guys either, you know? That would not hurt the Vikings either. Timothy, that all depends on how Cam plays. That the length of time in which Mac Jones sits on the bench is all determined on how Cam plays. If we see the same Cam Newton as last year, he ain't making the full season as the starter. He ain't making the full season as the starter if Newton plays like he was last year. If he comes out and he still can't read defenses and he still can't understand the playbook and he's still throwing you know, balls at people's feet and 4 yards over their heads and throwing them into the wrong spots like he was last year, then that leash is real. I'm telling you, man, that picking Mac Jones basically just put Cam Newton on notice. Tick tock, Cam. That clock is ticking on him. He better perform this year, or Belichick is a savage. You guys know this. We know this as Patriot fans. He's a savage. He don't care whether you're a receiver, a quarterback. If you ain't performing, he's gonna sit. He'll put Mac Jones in there if he thinks he's ready. If he thinks Jones is ready, he'll stick him in there. He'll put him in there and he'll put Cam on the bench. There's no more of this. No more of this, you know, favoritism or back scratching like he was, you know, doing last year for Newton. I don't think there's any more of that's going to exist. This is the year where Newton either performs or he sits. You know, Bill's a savage like that. He don't care. He'll put the best player in there. I saw that, Elias. You guys did get Leatherwood. Yes, I did see that. But that's my thoughts on the Jones thing. Well, he's accurate, Owen. He's super accurate and super responsible with the football, which is what Bill likes. Don't do anything stupid and throw accurate footballs. That's Bill's definition of a quarterback. You don't have to be the most athletic. You got to be football smart, which Mac Jones is. The football IQ is very high. You got to be responsible with the football, and you got to throw accurately. Those are the three things that matter the most to him, and Mac Jones checks all of those boxes. Like I said, he's not the most athletically gifted, but guess what? Belichick and McDaniels can teach him. They can teach him how to... What's up, Zargon? What's up, buddy? Mac Jones, Belichick can teach Mac Jones how to slide in the pocket and how to avoid rushes, simply by just increasing his footwork, working on his footwork. He doesn't have to be the most athletic, to slide up and back or around in a pocket is what matters. If Bill can teach him to do that, or get him better, improve his skills to do that, that's all he needs. Slide up in a pocket, and avoid pressure and throw an accurate ball. And Mac Jones does all three of those. So he was the safe pick. Bill, I think Bill thought he could work with him. There's a good base there to work with. He's a good plug and play kind of guy. Because I think Bill thinks that the wide receiving core is good enough. I said it earlier in the stream, Owen, I don't think the wide receivers are going to see the majority of the football. I think the tight ends are. I think the tight ends and James White are going to see the majority of the passes. Yeah, Kevin, exactly. Pocket presence and accuracy, which Mac Jones has all of them, and Bill can work with that. Bill can absolutely work with a guy. And simply by moving your feet, by increasing the footwork, he can slide up and around, not up and back and around in a pocket to avoid pressure. I mean, and deliver an accurate football. I think they believe enough in what they have for receiver. That's why they're not going to pick one. I think they think it's that the receiving core right now is serviceable enough because I believe they think that the tight ends and the running backs are going to see all the probably 70% of the football throws. It's going to be, and then you add in, Damian Harris and Stevenson in the run game. And I think that they're not really putting too much value on that wide receiver position this year because I don't think they're going to use them enough. But that's my thoughts. That's what I think. That's what I think. Yes, Elias, we do. Yep. Newton is still the quarterback. He is. Yep. But those are my thoughts on how this offense is going to run. Yeah, exactly, Zargon. Going back to, Josh McDaniels is not going to have a problem. Josh McDaniels is not going to have a problem designing an offense around Mac Jones. He just won't. He's not going to. He's not going to have a problem doing that. What's up, Gio? What's up, buddy? It's going to be a seamless integration, because Brady and Mac Jones their styles of play are very similar. Accurate with the football, responsible with it. They're not going to, they're not going to do anything stupid with the football. They'll throw it in the dirt or throw it away when it's not there. They'll, I think the styles of play that Jones and Brady had are very similar. So the integration of the offense from McDaniels is going to be very easy. What's up, Logan? What's up, bud? That's pretty crazy, though, that the Niners took Trey Lance, because that basically means that Jimmy G is out of there. Since the Niners took Lance, that means that Jimmy Garoppolo is gone. He ain't making it through training camp. Not that they just drafted that kid that number 3. No freaking way Jimmy G is the starter of the Niners. No way. I think Aguilar is going to have a good year this year for them. I think he is. I think Aguilar is going to have a good year for them. I do. I think that they'll use him. He's a shifty kind of guy, so they'll use him across the middle and let him get the yards after catch. I think. I don't think they're going to ask him to do too much outside of his normal stuff. What's up, Justin? Logan. Mac Jones is a good fit for the Pats. It's going to make the integration into the offense for McDaniels very easy because Mac Jones, the style of play that him and Brady have is very similar. You know, they're not really the most athletic guys, but they are extremely football smart. They're responsible with the football and they throw really accurately. So I think the integration of Mac Jones into the Patriots system is going to be very, very easy, and it's going to make. I think he'll be a good game manager there for them. That's my thoughts on Jones. I think it was a very smart pick, a very low risk pick for Bill, and I think he can integrate Jones's style of play into the offense very easily. So it's exciting. I'm excited to see how Jones is gonna do. I think he's gonna do really well. And then the defense too, man. The Pats D could very easily be a top 8, top 6 defense if everybody hits their potential and hits their strides. This year, the Pats defense could be scary. The Patriots defense could be scary. But we were talking about it earlier too, man. The integration, with the addition of Mac Jones, it basically, the clock on Cam Newton is ticking. Because it's all the pressure's on Newton now. There's no pressure on Mac Jones. All the pressure to perform is this is all on Cam Newton now. What's up, All Boston sports fan? What's up, buddy? This is all on Cam. This is it for Newton. If he don't perform this year, he's not going to get the whole year of Belichick just constantly defending him and keeping him in there. That's not going to happen this year. If he doesn't perform, if he can't read a defense, if he's still missing guys, and he's still inaccurate, and he's still confused on the play calling, if all the issues that were there last year are still there this year, he won't make it past week 6. He won't make it past week 6 if those issues from last year are still here. He just won't. Bill feels confident enough in Mac Jones to plug him in there and see what he can do. He absolutely will. But this is all the pressure is on Cam Newton now. All of it. It's all on Newton. And he's not going to have the excuses. He's not going to have the excuses that he had last year, He's not going to have I have no weapons excuse. He's not going to have these. He's not going to have all these excuses. He simply won't have it. With all that Belichick has done everything he can to surround Newton with a better cast to throw to, and then he added to the running back depth too. Newton's not going to have any excuses this year. If it's week 6. Yes, I think Jarrett Stidham is done. He is out of here. Nope. I think Stidham's time in New England is over. I think Stidham's time in New England is over. But yeah, there's no more excuses for Newton. There's no more excuses for him. He's got a better surrounding cast this year. What's up, Jorge? He's got a better surrounding cast this year. And he's more than likely going to have a whole off season and OTAs to get to know his new teammates and to develop chemistry. And like I said, if the issues are still there, he's out of there. He's on the bench. What's up, Justin? What's up, buddy? What's up? The fact that the Bengals didn't draft an offensive lineman to protect Joe Burrow is the reason why they're the freaking Bengals. Like, dude, this wide receiver draft is really, really good. Like, really deep too. Draft an O-line. Protect your franchise court. The Bengals are always going to be the Bengals. They suck. They're friggin' awful. That organization is terrible. I feel bad for Joe Burrow having to sit in that organization. I'm giving Cam Newton until week 6. If I was Belichick, I would give him until week 6. The offseason, the OTA's offseason, and I'm giving him until week 6. And if the issues are still there that they were last year, then you know what? He's sitting down. He is absolutely sitting on the bench. If the same issues are there last year that they were this year, he's done. Yeah, the wide receiver class this year is really deep. There's a lot of guys in this wide receiver class that are still very, very good that you can get in the 3rd round. There's still a lot of guys that are more than capable. Logan, they're going to give Cam Newton the chance. They'll give him the chance. They'll give him the chance to be the starter. You know what I mean? They'll give him the chance. And because here's the thing, the NFL's a business too. You got to be strategic about it. You know what I mean? You got to be strategic about it. So they're gonna let Cam Newton do what Cam Newton does. You know what I mean? They're gonna let him do what he does. And if he's bad for 5 or 6 weeks, guess what? It's a perfect opportunity to say, you know what, Cam? Last year we kind of catered to you there, and we defended you, and we stuck with you, and we had your back, and through it all. But this year it's put up or shut up time, and you got no excuses now. So, and you haven't been performing, so we're gonna go with the kid, and you sit him down. Bill's got to go back to vintage Bill Belichick and back to being a savage about stuff. If he ain't performing, sit him down. Put the kid in there. That's just how I feel. From what I saw last year, a lot of Cam Newton's issues were the arm strength just wasn't there. And these are things that you can't fix. I think his arm strength is absolutely toast, and the inability to read a defense. And those are things you can't fix. You can't fix those. You can't teach football IQ. That's something that you either have or you don't. Football IQ is something that you have or you don't. And then the arm strength, once that goes, it never comes back. Once your arm strength goes, it never comes back. That's how I feel about it. And and those were a lot of Cam's issues. Now, did he not have a lot of that great of a surrounding cast? Yeah, he didn't have that great of a surrounding cast. But in my opinion, even if he did, he still can't read a defense. He couldn't remember the plays, and he didn't have the arm strength to get the ball to where it needed to be in time. So even if he had a better cast, I still think the result would have been the same. But I don't have too much faith in Newton. I really don't. I've never been a Cam Newton guy. I mean, I'm going to support him because he's the starting quarterback, but I've never had that much faith in him. But I do think you're going to see Bill go back to the way Bill is. But no. Hey, Bob, you want to know where I think Jimmy G's going? I think the Saints are going to take Jimmy Garoppolo. I think the Niners are going to get rid of him at some point or somehow. They're going to get rid of him. I think the Niners are gonna get rid of Jimmy G at some point. I don't know how or how. I don't know how they're gonna do it, but they're gonna get rid of him at some point, and I think he's gonna end up on the Saints. I think Garoppolo is gonna end up in New Orleans. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited for. I'm excited for the Pats season this year. I think the Patriots this year are going to be very entertaining. I think they're going to be very entertaining to watch this year. I don't know. I've never been a Tebow guy either. I think he's a little bit of a hack, if you ask me. I think Tebow's a little bit of a hack. Oh, I'm at the beach, man. I'm at the beach. I got me a cigar, and we got the beach in the background. Here, check this out. I'll show you the view. This is right down the street from me. We at the beach. We're at the beach. Got the boardwalk down there. We're sitting at the beach, man. Enjoying this cigar. I'm at the boardwalk in my hometown, man. I am at the boardwalk, the waterfront down the street from me. This is that's one of the pluses about living on the coast. I live right down the street from the beach, literally like 100 yards. Oh, I know what's swimming around the ocean here, man. I know what's swimming around the ocean here in Massachusetts. It's about 14 to 16 feet long and got a mouth about 2.5 feet wide. And all it does is eat, sleep, and make little sharks. So I don't go in too far here when I do go to the beach. Yeah, it's going to be interesting with the Leedy. It's going to be interesting with the way the Pats have built it up. It's the Patriots' offensive style. I think how they're going to run it this year versus the Buffalo Bills defense is going to be an entertaining game. I think the AFC East is going to be really entertaining now with the way the Patriots are built to go power run, and the way that the Bills have that really solid defense, and they're coached really good. So it's going to be interesting. The AFC East, the AFC East this year is going to be very, very interesting. I think it's going to be back to a very, very tight race in the AFC East again. Buffalo's a good team, guys. They're you can't discount how they've built the teams up. They've done a good job. Buffalo's done a good job over the years of just slowly building it up. That would be cool. That would be a cool narrative. It would. It definitely would. But yeah, it's I'm looking forward to the Pat season this year. It's I think Patriot fans are gonna be really entertained with how they're gonna play. I think we're gonna see a lot of old school football, old school smash mouth, a lot of off tackle, a lot of stretch block, a lot of two running back, fullback sets, a lot of two tight end sets. I think we're gonna see a lot of old school, hard nosed smash mouth football. That's what I think. What's up, Luke? What's up, buddy? I think this year is gonna be an entertaining one. That's what I think. And I think Bill Belichick so far this draft has done really well. He's filled a lot of needs, that a lot of talent voids in this draft, and I think he's done a good job. Yeah, that's true, Leedy. Their first game will probably be a home one. I'd like to see at least 10 wins. I'd like to see at least 10 wins, maybe 11. Probably I'd like to see 11 wins. That's what I would like to see. 11 wins this year would be good. That's what I would like to see. Yeah, the Perkins pick was good, Luke. That was a really good pick. Like I said, I think Bill did a really good job this year. I think his draft was really good. I think his draft was really, really good this year. I'm looking forward to it, though. I am. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing Mac Jones in the preseason, if they do have any preseason game. I'm hoping they have preseason games so I can see how Mac Jones looks in kind of a live game situation. But I have a lot of hope, man. I'm hopeful this season. I'm hopeful they can right the ship and get back to normal and get back to the winning ways. I think they can absolutely do it. I am not counting it out at all. But the draft has been good. The Patriots absolutely, they've had a really good draft. Bill has been good so far. It's definitely going to be an interesting year. Good, Brandon. Good, man. We're doing good. What picks do we have left? I think we have 2 picks. I think the Patriots have 2 picks left. I think he's more than capable, man. I think he's more than capable. He is, Luke. His draft this year has been really good. That you watch, right? That Barmore pick, that Christian Barmore pick is going to pay dividends for them. He is going to be a force in the middle. Barmore could be their best pick of the draft. Barmore could be their best pick of the draft. He could be. That dude was by far the best defensive lineman in the draft. That dude is by far one of the best defensive linemen in the draft, if not the best. That pick for them could be their best pick of this draft. He's going to help that defense out immensely. And then you add guys like Dietrich Wise and Winovich on the outsides for pass rushers, and you put Judon in there too. Their Patriots defense could be hunting QBs this year. That's what I'm saying, Kevin. He's very like Richard Seymour-esque. You know what I mean? He's very like Richard Seymour-esque. he's going to be a force, man. He's going to be a force. The Patriots defensive line and their interior line too could be, the defensive line as a whole is going to be, I think it's going to be very good this year. Very good this year. I think the D-line is going to be much, much improved. Yeah, I think Barmore is very like Richard Seymour-esque. I think he's that pick is going to pay dividends for them. He's going to help the team out in leaps and bounds. They're going to the linebackers and the defensive backs are going to love that pick, cuz that dude is tough to block. He's tough to block. He's quick for his size. He's incredibly quick. The footwork is great. He's gonna be a good pick for them. I think he's gonna work out really, really well. And then they added to the offensive line as well, which can't hurt either. That doesn't hurt either. The O-line depth is always helpful when you get somebody who can step in case there's an injury. That's always helpful. Bill nailed this draft. He needed to do. He needed to have a good draft. He needed to buckle down, and he needed to address the issues that were on this team. And I think from the offseason to the draft, I think he did a very good job of plugging guys in that can absolutely fill the talent voids that we had. I think he did a very good job this year. And I was hesitant too. I've been hesitant about Bill and his drafting ability. I'll be the first to admit it. I was hesitant about his drafting ability, and man, he hit it out of the park this year. I think he crushed this draft. I think he did an exceptional job this year. And a lot of those guys are really coachable too. Like Barmore, I think he's gonna be more than happy to sit there and learn from Bill and take his coaching well. He's gonna be a force, man. Barmore is gonna be a force. That dude's gonna be a one-man wrecking crew this year for the Pats. I think he's gonna have an awesome year. And I just want to see, I hope we have preseason, because I want to see how Mac Jones looks. I do. I want to see how he looks in a live game scenario. And I want to see how he looks, because I think he's gonna fit well, man. I think McDaniels is. I don't think there's anybody more happy with that pick than Josh McDaniels, because he's going to be able to integrate his style of play calling very easily. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, Barmore. Barmore was probably my favorite pick of the draft. Barmore and Stevenson were probably my two favorite picks. I like the Mac Jones pick, but Barmore and Stevenson were probably my two favorite picks, because I'm old school, man. I love me some smash mouth football. I liked LeGarrette Blount when he was here. I like one of my favorite Patriot players of all time is Vince Wilfork. I'm old school, man. I love the smash mouth style of football. So the Stevenson pick and the Barmore pick, to me, were my favorite picks. But I think you're going to see, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I think you're going to see a return of the smash mouth football. I think you're going to see a return of smash mouth style football. Hard nose running, a lot of off tackle, a lot of counter plays, a lot of like stretch block plays. I think you're going to see a lot of two tight end set, two running back sets. They're gonna stuff this football down people's throats until they prove that they can stop it. I think they're gonna go run first, every game they play. They're going to try and their philosophy is going to be run the ball first. Run the ball first, and until they stop it. Until they stop it. The Patriots running game this year could be scary. It could be scary good. The Pats running game this year could be scary, scary good. And I also think with the Stevenson pick, I don't think Sony Michel is going to be on this team at the start of the season. I don't think Sony Michel is going to be on the team. I really don't. I think he's done. I think Sony's time on this team is done. Yeah, that's true, Timothy. With big, Trent Brown's a big old tackle, man. He can move people around. I'm telling you, Luke, this offense, the Patriots' offense this year could be scary. Could be really scary. That run game especially. Every one of our offensive linemen, I said it earlier, every one of our the smallest, you want to know what the smallest offensive lineman the Patriots have is Andrews. And he's 305 pounds. David Andrews is 305. And he's the smallest lineman we have. Everybody else, the two tackles we have are 330 and 350. I mean, this offensive line is like running behind a bunch of tanks. It's going to be scary, man. The Pats' run game is going to be ridiculous this year. The smallest offensive lineman we have is 305 pounds, and that's David Andrews. They just get bigger as they get farther away from him. And then you have two really, really athletic guards. I mean, Shaq Mason is one of the best guards in the league. The Pats' offense is going to be scary. It is. It's going to be really good. I was excited, man. This draft, they hit it out of the park. The Patriots they've drafted exceptionally well. What does that say? Yeah, the Great Wall of Boston. For real, dude. The linemen are huge. Like I said, the smallest one is 305. The smallest offensive lineman is 305. That's a force, man. They're gonna be a force this year. The Hogs up front are gonna eat, man. They are gonna eat. Yeah, this has been one of Bill's better drafts in probably the last 8 years. It's been one of his better drafts by far, like no contest. I guarantee. We're not gonna. N'Keal Harry and Sony Michel are not gonna be on this team. Yeah, Vegas. The D line's gonna be no joke either. It's like I said. This team, the Patriots are set up to have a massive rebound this year. They're set up to have a massive rebound this year. The Patriots are absolutely set up to have a huge, huge rebound. Leedy, did the Steelers pick a quarterback or no? Are they going to roll with what they have at QB with Ben and then I still think you guys have what's the Hodges there, right? And the other kid. Y'all got to pick a quarterback, Leedy. Steelers need a QB for the future. I think this is Big Ben's last year, so y'all got to get ahead of that. Either you pick it next year, or you pick somebody this year. I don't know if you guys picked a quarterback this year or not, but if not, you're definitely gonna have to pick one next year. Kevin, that's hilarious. Leedy will never become a Patriot fan. Tom Brady haunts his dreams. And the Patriots flying Elvis logo haunts his dreams. He'll never become a Pats fan, ever. He'd probably die before he'd become a Patriot fan. He'd probably die before he'd become a Pats fan. Yeah, Tom Brady and the flying Elvis logo haunts Leedy's dreams. It's the thing of nightmares for him. Hey guys, hold on, I'll show you something cool. Check this out. I don't know if you guys can see that. See that boat way out there? That little white speck way out there, that dot that's moving, that white dot, that is a whale watch boat heading in. That is a whale watch boat that runs out of the harbor for me, for the town that I live in, and it heads out to the to Stellwagen Bank to go check out the whales. The humpback whales they're in town. They've been here for about a month now, so that's a whale watch boat coming back into the harbor. I've been on many of those, and they're pretty cool. Maybe since they're back up and running this year, I'll head out on a whale watch and take you guys with me and take a few vids and put them up. But that's life on the coast, man. That is life on the ocean for you right there. That is life on the ocean for you. Yeah, I'm going to be live tomorrow. Brandon, yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. That's where I'm at, Kevin. That is where I'm at, dude. That's my hometown. That's the harbor. That is the harbor. The view that I just showed you is the harbor. That's one of the whale tails boats. That is one of the whale tails boats right there. That is where I'm at, man. I love the town. I love it. I love where I live. Yeah, yep. That is where I'm at, man. I love my town. But what a it is, Kevin, it is. It is in port. Yes, it is. It's sitting there. I'm looking at it right now. I can see the masts. I can see the 3 masts down the street. It is in port. Yes, it is. All rebuilt, painted up, and looking pretty. I wonder, so what I'm curious about, guys, I want to know, the Patriots and the Buccaneers play each other this year. I want to know what you guys tell me what you think. I think that's going to be a protected game. They'll set the time of that for a primetime game, and that's one of those games that they will not even touch. They're going to set that game. There's rumors going around that the Buccaneers versus the Patriots could be a Thanksgiving game. That's the rumors. Yeah, the gristmill's where the fish ladder is too, Kevin. The fish ladder is over by the gristmill. You should see it in the in about 2 or 3 weeks. You can see you'll see the menhaden and the bait fish jumping through the fish ladder. So if you come down here in like I don't know, the second week of May, second or third week in May, you can see the bait fish jumping through the fish ladder. It's pretty cool. But yeah, the rumors are that the Buccaneers and the Patriots are going to play on Thanksgiving. That's the rumors. We'll see if it's true though. The rumors are the Bucs and Pats are going to play on Thanksgiving. So if that's so, that's going to be that'll probably be the highest rated. That ratings wise, that'll probably be the one of the most watched games in the year. Luke, I got high hopes for a lot. I got high hopes for Barmore too. I got high hopes for Barmore too. He's gonna be ridiculous. Yeah, that's the rumors though. The rumors are they want to make that Buccaneers and Patriot game a Thanksgiving Day game. What am I doing for Mother's Day? I'll probably take my mom out to eat, and I'll probably take her out to eat, and we usually have like a big celebration at my brother's house that's a little farther inland. He lives about an hour inland, and we usually have like a big barbecue and a big cookout there. What's up, Riley? Yes, I do. How you doing, man? What's up, Riley? I do remember you. I think we're in for an entertaining season, though, guys. I don't mean to repeat myself. I've said it a couple of times now, but I think we're in for an entertaining season. They are playing good, Riley. Yes, they are. We're going to be doing the Sox game tomorrow. We're going to be doing the Red Sox game tomorrow. I got to go home and set that up. Set that Red Sox stream up, make the backgrounds, make the thumbnails and stuff like that. I got to go home and do that. I bet I wouldn't expect anything less from you, Leedy. I wouldn't expect anything less from you. All right, Riley. Catch you later. What's up, Phil? What's up, buddy? What's going on, man? What up? What do you guys think, though? What do you think the Patriots' record's going to be this year? What do you think the Pats' record's going to be this year? I'm going to say they're going to have at least 11 wins. I'll say that. I'll say 11 wins. What do you guys think, though? What do you think their final record's going to be? Timothy says 12-5. Phil says 13-4. I think they're going to be 11-6. That's what I think. I think 11-6. Seriously, Luke, seriously. So you don't think much improvement, Leedy? You don't think they're going to improve at all? So you think only two or one or two more wins on the season, really? Danica, screw Cousins. Hey, you picked your quarterback of the future though in Kellen Mond there, buddy. Danica, y'all picked your QB of the future there with Kellen Mond. I don't know, Karam. I don't know. So who do you guys so do you think the Patriots are going to be in the with a record like that, everybody's saying at least 10, at least 10 plus wins. Who else do you think is going to be in the playoff picture in the AFC? Me too, Phil. I like to pick. So who else do you guys think is going to be in the playoff picture? Obviously, like Kansas City's going to be there. Obviously, Kansas City's going to be there. Baltimore will probably still be in the mix. Cleveland will probably be in there. They will. Cleveland will probably be in there. KC will be in there. See, I don't know about Denver, Danikin. I don't know about Denver. I still have my doubts with them. The Colts will probably be there. Leedy, I bet you guys will sneak in. I bet you guys will sneak in there as a wild card. You did it last year. So I bet you guys will sneak in there. Lee, did the Steelers pick O-line? Did they get? I know they needed offensive line help. Did they ever end up picking any offensive linemen or no? I know they definitely needed it. You guys, that's the biggest issue is y'all got to rebuild your O-line. Yeah, Herbert is better than Burrow. He is. Not by much though. Not by much, but Herbert is better than Burrow. I would agree with that. You took two. A center and a tackle. All right. There you go. Well, there you go. Not so much. I'm celebrating the Patriot draft because the Celtics, I think, are ultimately going to fall short in the playoffs. Brooklyn or Milwaukee is going to take them out. Brooklyn or Milwaukee is going to take them out because I have no faith in the Sixers. I have no faith in the Philadelphia the 76ers. I think the Celtics, even as up and down as they are, could beat them because the Sixers are mentally soft. But I think ultimately they're going to get done in by the Nets or the Bucks. That's what I think. Well, hello back to your daughter, Jorge. Tell her I said hello back. I don't know, Ryan. Not with as up and down as they've played. Not with as up and down as they've played. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they can. My faith in the Celtics is slipping. It's not gone yet, but it's definitely slipping. Yeah, it's definitely slipping. The inconsistency is driving me nuts. That's very true, Danikin. That is very true. Very true. Here's a question for you guys. Since we've talked about the Pats for over an hour, since we've talked about the Patriot stuff for over an hour, do you guys think Aaron Rodgers is still going to be on the Packers by the time the season rolls around? Do you think Rodgers is still on the Packers, or do they deal him? Do they deal him to another team? I thought he was going to get dealt in the draft. Hey, Leedy, Fichtner's been your problem for years. Fichtner's been your problem for years. That dude is a moron. That dude, the NFL has evolved and he has not. Zargon says that Rodgers will still be there. I think it's up in the air with Aaron Rodgers, man. I think it really is up in the air with Aaron Rodgers. Danikin, you put Rodgers on the Vikings, and that's an instant. I mean, talk about an instant upgrade, dude. Talk about an instant upgrade. I mean, talk about an instant upgrade there. That would be an instant upgrade. But you guys would probably have to sell the farm to get to do it. Leedy, Fichtner's been the problem for years. The NFL evolved and he did not. You know what I mean? The NFL evolved and he did not. It's been his issue for years. He held this. He single-handedly held the Steelers back last year, and I think he single-handedly cost them at least 2 games. I think Fichtner at least single-handedly cost them at least 2 games, at the very least. Having him out of there is an instant upgrade. I could see Rodgers to the Raiders. I could see that. It's up in the air with him though. It really is. I truly don't know if he's going to be a Packer. Oh, I missed that last message. That's another one though. But so if he joins the Raiders, then where does Carr go? Does Carr go to the Packers? That would be a QB swap right there. Talk about a blockbuster trade there. That would be a blockbuster trade. But thanks again for hanging out with me, guys. We've been live for I think an hour and 10 minutes. Lady, that's hilarious. But that was his issue, dude, is that the NFL evolved and he did not. You know what I mean? Fichtner was just, he was just too old. He was too old school. You know, he was too old school. With the way the Steelers were set up last year, Leedy, it was like Fichtner was afraid to just line up under center, fullback, running back, and just run a counter or a stretch block play for Connor. And he was afraid to run from under center, which maybe he had no faith in the offensive line. That's why, but I don't know. But he was just, it seemed like every Steeler game that I saw, the highlights at least of it, he was just afraid to run from under center. And it's like, dude, this is the NFL. You got to put the QB under center. I don't know what he was doing half the time. Some of those play calls had me scratching my head, especially the last 8 minutes of the game. He would just, some of them were just brutal. What's up, bud? What's up, Eddie? What's up, buddy? What is going on? Sitting here just chilling, enjoying the nice weather, guys. The nice weather finally back here in New England, in Massachusetts, here on the Cape. Got me a nice beach view. I like it, Eddie. I don't know about you, man, but I like the pick. I like it a lot. Smart kid, football smart, responsible with the football, throws darts, really accurate, really football IQ. I like it a lot. What's up, Peplin? What's up, buddy? Hey, so how did you like your Jets draft there, Peplin? How do you think the Jets did? I think they did pretty good. I like it, Eddie. I do, man. I like it a lot. He's responsible with the football. He, the integration into Josh McDaniels isn't going to have a lot of trouble integrating Mac Jones's style of play into that Patriot offense. I think it's just going to go really smooth, and I think that Bill and Josh are going to have like a really good, you know, connection there with Jones. Yeah, Peplin, you had to be happy with it, man. I thought the Jets drafted pretty good. I thought they did pretty good. They got Wilson. They got, you know, they got their quarterback. They got him some protection. They got him some weapons, and then I believe they drafted some defense too. Yeah, I thought I told my buddy Valhalla Sports Talk, who's a Viking fan, I thought for sure that Mac Jones, since he fell that far, I thought for sure that Minnesota would take a run at him. I thought for sure that Minnesota would take a run at him. I was shocked that he fell that far, but I thought, I mean, that was a perfect spot for the Vikings to take him there. I thought for sure. And Jones would have fit the Viking system too, you know? Jones would have fit there too, so I'm kind of surprised the Vikings didn't make a run at him. I really am. Because I told my buddy Valhalla Sports Talk that the Vikes should, you know, I'm surprised that I told them they should have taken a quarterback. But they got Mond. I mean, they got Kellen Mond. Mond is good. Hey, Danikin, you watch. Kellen Mond's going to be good too, man. He's going to be good too. He's once again smart with the football, you know, smart with the football, accurate, and is good on the move. You know, you can roll him out of the pocket, you can get him on the move, you can get the defense moving, that's you know, once you get the defense moving laterally, it's tough. You know, it's tough, especially with the receivers that you guys got. Jefferson, Kellen Mond throwing to Jefferson's pretty exciting, man. That would be fun to watch. Because with Mond, you absolutely have to worry about the mobility, his mobility too. Not so much Cousins, but with Mond under center, you got to worry about his mobility too. So Mond throwing to Jefferson would be fun to watch, if I was a Viking fan. But that was a good pickup for Minnesota. That was a good pickup for Minnesota. I thought the Vikings, Kenny, if you're still in here, man, I thought the Vikings drafted pretty good. I bet you would, Kenny. I bet you would. What's up, Water King? What's up, buddy? I thought the Vikes drafted pretty good, though. I think so, Vegas. I think so. I think he'll be okay. I think he'll be good. What's up, Grego? What's up? He said, go Tatum. Yeah, that was the 60 points last night was insane. Mond or Trask. If Jones was gone, Kellen Mond or Trask would have been my next guys that I would have wanted. If Mac Jones was gone, I would have said either Mond or Trask. Those would have been the two that I would have gone after. Those would have been the two. If Mac Jones was not available and he was picked already, those would be the two guys. But the draft was good, man. Yeah, Kenny, you guys fixed your O-line. That was tough. Like, that was to me, I mean, just from what I've saw, guys, hold on one sec. just from the Vikings kind of game, the games that I saw and the highlights that I saw, for the Vikes, one of their biggest issues was that O-line. They had a lot of problems there with the O-line. So to shore that up was big time for them. Big time for them. That was good. They fixed some of that O-line gap, and they helped out the edge rushers. They got some help on the defensive line, which I think were two of you guys' biggest issues. So the Vikes did pretty good. They did pretty good. The Vikings did pretty good. I wonder if Kellen Mond is going to give Cousins a run for his money there, Kenny. Depending on how well he does in camp, if Kellen Mond has a spectacular camp, that's going to be interesting there. That's going to be real interesting with how Cousins is. Rodgers going to Denver. Did he go to Denver? Is Rodgers on? Is Rodgers? Is Aaron Rodgers going to the Broncos? Is he really? I did not hear that. I wonder what Denver gave up to get that. Holy Christ. I wonder. I wonder what they gave up to do that. That must have taken, they must have had to sell out for that one. Oh yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Looks like all speculation. I don't know, man. That's what I'm saying. Like that's a blockbuster trade. All speculation. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's a blockbuster trade, man. They would have to sell the farm to get there. Oh yeah, if Rodgers leaves that division, if Rodgers leaves that division, then it's wide open, wide open. That would make that division very, very interesting. Kenny says that's fake. That's fake. They would have to sell the farm to do that. They really would. They would have to sell the farm. Like that would be a massive, massive trade, a blockbuster trade. Denver would probably have to give up multiple first rounders for him easily. Multiple first rounders and multiple players. Yeah, the Bears did. They got Justin Fields. So let's see how that works out. This is, in my opinion, too, if Matt Nagy can't succeed with Justin Fields, then he's going to get fired. He'll get fired. If the Bears aren't successful with Justin Fields, then Nagy's out this year, I guarantee. He's going to get fired if the Bears aren't successful. He's absolutely going to get fired. But it's been an interesting draft, man. It has been an interesting draft. I wonder how Lawrence is going to do down there in Jacksonville. I wonder how Trevor Lawrence is going to do down there in Jacksonville. That's a question mark too. Will he be able to succeed down there? I'm going to say they're probably an 11-win team this year. I'm going to say 11-win team. I'll say they win 11 games. What's up, JD? What's up, buddy? What up? JD's happy. Me and him did the draft, and the Bears have their quarterback. The Bears got their QB. They were able to land Justin Fields. So JD's happy about that. Me and him, if you guys missed it, me and JD streamed the draft, the first round, and he was pumped about that. So how you feeling, JD? You still feel the same way about Fields? You still excited? You still excited, my dude? Still happy with that pick? Still happy with that pick? If Jones, be rich. If Jones shines, if Mac Jones shines, then Cam Newton's leash is going to get really short, like really short. Like let's say Jones really impresses Bill Belichick in camp, like really impresses him. Then we're gonna be looking at a serious quarterback competition. Because I don't think Bill's going to be afraid to not go. If Cam is not performing, he's going to have a short leash. Let's say we're 5 weeks, 6 weeks into the season, and Cam's still making the same mistakes, and Bill feels that Jones is ready. He's going to put him in. He'll put him in. He will. You watch. This is Bill's going for it this year. Belichick is absolutely going for it this year. It's whatever it takes to win. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. That's what I think. Yeah, I dug one out of the personal, my personal stash there, JD. This is a good one. This is a Nicaraguan. This is a good cigar. This is a good cigar. This came out of the private stash. This came out of the reserve stash that I have. Be rich. Belichick will give Cam the chance. He's not just gonna throw him under the bus. He'll give him a chance. He'll let he'll let Cam have a chance, and if he doesn't perform, then he'll, because they're gonna have to justify switching over from Cam. You know what I mean? The PR aspect of stuff, they're gonna have to justify it. But that's how they'll do it. And they're going to say Cam just, when they make the switch from Cam to Mac Jones, they're just going to say Cam just wasn't performing. And, they're going to say something along those lines. But I do think that if Jones really impresses Bill, that there's an absolute chance that he can start this year. Absolutely. I think Cam's leash this year is going to be very, very short. I don't think it's going to be the same scenario as it was last year. I think his leash is going to be very, very short this year. I think that Belichick's patience with him is not going to be what it was last year. I think there's absolutely a chance this year that we could see Mac Jones as the starter. It might be towards the end of the year, but we could absolutely see him as the starter, especially if he impresses. But that's my thoughts on that, on Newton. Yeah, I like QB1, absolutely. I like that pick though. Smart pick, you know what I mean? Smart pick, low risk. The Jones pick was a good pick. It was a good pick in my opinion. I think Bill crushed this draft, man. He he knew he needed to too. He knew he was feeling the pressure. Belichick was absolutely feeling the pressure. It was there and it was on, and he knew it. Oh, you're saying if he outplays him, that would be interesting. If Jones plays the best, then that's then that would be the steal of the draft if Jones outplays the rest of them. Belichick, that would go to, once again. You could just add that into the resume of Bill Belichick. You know what I mean? You could just add that as another check mark for Bill, the ability to spot the talent and go, spot the talent and get it. We're gonna see though. We're absolutely gonna see how it turns out. It's good. That's gonna be interesting, Ken. I don't know, man. Wilson's a wild card. I don't know if he's going to be a failure, but Wilson is a wild card. And I know there's a new regime there in New York, but ultimately the real problem in New York was never the coaches and all that. It's the ownership. The ownership of the New York Jets are freaking idiots. They're idiots. In order to have a Super Bowl winning team, you got to start from the top and go work your way down. You know what I mean? Kraft is an excellent owner. Excellent owner. He pretty much stays out of the football business, He lets Belichick and the guys do their thing. Football guys, Kraft basically just signs the checks. In order to have a Super Bowl winning team, it starts from the top and goes down, The ownership, the Johnsons are just idiots. They're idiots. The ownership of the New York Jets are stupid. They're dumb, They're just dumb. So that's I don't know. That's my opinion. The Jets are going to be an interesting team, though. They are. They're going to be an interesting team to watch. Peplin. Had to throw that in there, didn't you? But I do think that, though. I don't think the Jets' problem is the coaching and it's upper management. It's the ownership group. The ownership group are idiots. They're stupid. I think that's been their problem for years too. It's the owner. It's never been it's just been the ownership group and the decision making from the front office. That's why I think they've failed for so long. They did, Peplin. They had a good draft this year, though, so we'll see. They had a good draft this year. The Jets did have a good draft this year, so. They addressed a lot of needs, and they so maybe the new regime is changing things, dude. You know what I mean? Maybe the new regime, the new regime is changing stuff. So we'll see. You know what I mean? You guys got you got some new faces there in the front office and the coaching staff. So hopefully that'll turn that ship around for you guys. Oh, my bad, guys. Phone fell off. But that's what I ultimately think, though, is that it's the problem for the Jets has been it's always been the ownership group. And until they but like I said, I do think they drafted well this year. They drafted well. They fixed a lot of those issues that they had. So a change in regime could be what the Jets were looking for. Yeah, it's been downhill since, for a while for them, Peplin, but You know, a new regime, you know, a new coaching staff can change things in a hurry. You know, they change the culture. They change the culture in a locker room, and once you change a culture in a locker room, that can jumpstart a lot of things, man. You know, that can spark a lot of stuff. You know, once you change the culture in a locker room to a positive one, and start putting out a positive message for people that, you know, we can win and it's going to be different. It you know, it's definitely it's encouraging. You know, players see that. You know, players can sense that there's a positive change in the locker room and in the attitude of the organization, and they feed off of that stuff. So hopefully for your sake, that's what happens. You know, hopefully that's what happens for the Jets. Because the Jets fan base has been loyal, man. They've stuck. A lot of Jets fans that I know have been really loyal. They stick around, dude. That fan base shows up. They fill that stadium and they show up. So they deserve to have a winning football team and organization. They deserve, you know, like I said, a lot of Jets fans that I know have been Jets fans for a long time. And I know guys my age and you know, guys in their 50s and 60s too that are Jets fans, and they've repped that team for a long time. They're loyal fans, and they show up. They do. They show up. Yeah, no, absolutely, dude, absolutely, Peplin. Absolutely, man. They show up, dude. Cleveland's another fan base like that too. Them Browns fans, they talk about a loyal fan base. They show up and show out too. The Browns fan base is another one that shows up and shows out. Even through all the horrible years that they've had, they still showed up. But Cleveland had a good draft this year too. The Browns had a really good draft this year as well. They had a good one too. Yeah, Pebble, that's a long time, dude. 40 years is a long time. But I think I am going to go grab me some dinner, guys. It's 5:30 p.m. here on the East Coast. I'm going to go drive down the waterfront. I might even go grab me a lobster or something. Might go get me some dinner. Some of the lobster boats are unloading. Some of the lobster boats are unloading now, so I'm going to go see if I can get me some fresh seafood and cook me up a lobster for dinner. But once again, guys, thanks for... No, Greg, no game tonight. No games tonight. Tomorrow, we're doing a double. Tomorrow, we're doing a double stream. The Red Sox early and the Celtics at night. Red Sox early and Celtics at night. Once again, though, guys, thanks a lot for hanging out. We've been here for a little over an hour and a half, and I appreciate you guys. But I'm gonna go get me some fresh seafood and eat me some dinner. Peplin, definitely, brother. Definitely. I will see you guys. I'll talk to you guys later for sure. I'll see you tomorrow, definitely. Tomorrow afternoon. Cape Cod is nice, Greg. Cape Cod is nice. I'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon for the Red Sox game, and then tomorrow evening for the Celtics. And Finn will more than likely be making an appearance on stream. Finn's coming back. He'll probably be running. You'll probably hear him barking through the house tomorrow night as well. So the puppy will be back on stream, more than likely on stream again tomorrow. But thanks again, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm gonna go get me some dinner, and I'm out of here. Everybody have a good one. I'll catch you later. Peace.